Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Now this for birdie.
And players have an option to take less break by increasing the speed here.
Nope. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay at 1 over. We arrive now at the 203-yard par 3 8th. Tricky little hole. The bunker short of the green looks like it borders the putting surface, but it's actually a few yards short of it, and the green narrows toward the back. Okay, that one's dancing.
18 feet from the bottom of the cup.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to help his chances to play the weekend, as currently he's hovering right around the cut line. The 9th hole, Frank, is a muscular par 5, 621 yards.
You see why length is a huge advantage of this golf course, just under 7,700 yards. This hole here, another example, good tee shot. Perhaps think of going for the par 5 and 2, but great collection of 3 bunkers that sort of annoy you with your layup there. Got to make sure you avoid all of those to leave yourself a nice little wedge shot in here if you can't reach it in 2.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Yes, for par. Not a lot of wiggle to that one, and he runs it right in there to save his par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from the Wetlands, we bring you live third-round coverage of the Florida Classic. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader is Tony Finau. He's at 15 under. As for our featured golfer, their place is secured for the weekend, but it's going to take something special to get back into contention. So out to the action we go as we join the play on the tee at the par 5 7th hole. No issues here. That is into the fairway. I'm not sure he got every bit of that three-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. May need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. Surprised he's not taking driver out for this one. Is a long ways away, though it is for birdie. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at level par. Eighth hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat and, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad.
That one was running so hot. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain right where he is. Finishing out the front side with yet another lengthy par 5, the 9th measuring 621 yards, but still reachable for the bombers out there with 3 bunkers protecting against your approach shot. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Yeah, these kind of putts were falling yesterday, and that's another good roll and a good save of par. We begin the inward nine at the wetlands with the lengthy par 3 10th, 246 yards, 3 bunkers protecting the front of the green, and anything long or left has a chance to be wet. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now a second to this par 3.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay right where he is. Par 4 11, 443 yards. What's the best strategy here, Frank?
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot still going to leave you a lengthy second.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Pga III.
Looking at 153 to the hole, standing on even par, looking to go under for the day.
Imagine a miss club because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
From about 8 feet.
Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. Well, not to be. Didn't go your way. It happens in golf, so just pick up and move on. Well, without a doubt, a disappointing Saturday for our featured golfer. High expectations coming in, but it's an over par round, leaving him well back.
Rich, the sadistic.
EA Sports, and the PGA Tour, so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon, we're in the Sunshine State for live final round coverage of the Florida Classic. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. On top, it's Tony Finau. He's at an even 20 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer here, well back on the scoreboard and just looking to go out and make some birdies. So, out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
He has a 12-footer here.
Oh, that'll bring a wry smile. A very good putt there to save his par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Heading now to the 204-yard par 3 14th. Bunkers short left and right. But the real trouble is the water running alongside the right side of the hole. Avoid that, and you should be in reasonably good shape. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Second shot now here at the par 3.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Next up, the final par 5 of the day here at the Wetlands, the 590-yard 15. Again, no bunkers or water in the landing zone, so it is time to give one a ride. And that will do just fine. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain right where he is. We begin the finishing stretch here at the Wetlands with the 455-yard par 4 16. Looking for another straight tee shot here. The approach leads to a green well protected by 4 bunkers. Yeah, that one going to chase down the fairway a little, and it'll wind up perfect. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Another longish par 3 here at the Wetlands. This one, the 238 yards, 17th. A bunker on either side of the green. The tee shot fits a golfer that can shape it a bit from right to left.
Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker.
Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Oh no, that never had a chance. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par.
Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit your 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Now from just 94 yards out, this his second.
I like the looks of this one.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
That's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that'll be a final round score of 70. So, Frank, all things considered, not a weekend to remember for our featured golfer, but hey, you can't win them all, right?
No, that's for sure. But hey, they beat half the field.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Frank, this is an interesting hole. It's the par 4 13th, and it isn't necessarily a driver off the tee. What are the options?
Yeah, you break it down, 250 off the tee, leaves 120. There's nothing wrong with playing the hole that way. You get a little over-ambitious here and run out of fairway. That second shot over water. Whoa.
So, out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. And that one too close to the edge, and it's going to wind up falling into the bunker. So a poor result on the tee shot. Now he'll dig in with his second to the par 4. Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot. All right, so he'll take his drop, and with a penalty stroke added, that'll become his 4th now to the par 4. Okay, that's acceptable there. Okay, that one on line, a good putt, but it's a double bogey here at the par 4. And that's going to move him back down to even par. You know, Frank, you walk around the grounds and this golf course, and you just can't help but think about the great Arnold Palmer and all that he did for the sport of golf. I know you got a chance to know Mr. Palmer, as I did during your time playing the tour. What are your memories of Arnold?
Well, Rich, if you indulge me, I'd go back to when he played in New Zealand. I remember as just a young teenager watching him play at my local club. He was playing alongside Bob Charles. I was amazed then how he could still play. He was probably in his 50s in those days. And how he could still drive the ball well. And then I first got to play with him in the 1995 Masters. And the amazing thing about that is even though he lacked for a little bit of power as he got older, he had this amazing ability to work the ball around the golf course. And I learned so much about Augusta National just playing one round competitive round of golf with him. And then obviously when he would visit the booth at Bay Hill when I was doing the broadcast there. So he's the king for a reason. And the greatest line I ever heard was, Arnold Palmer never met a stranger.
Frank, he did have that rare ability to connect with kings and commoners. And there is an old saying that friends should be preferred to kings. He was, as you referenced, known as the king. But I always felt, Frank, that Arnold Palmer was very simply the best friend the game of golf has ever had.
Well said.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. Well, this is one of those holes at Bay Hill where you have to sort of thread the needle. It's more about accuracy than it is about power. It's only 429 yards, a dog leg to the right, but you absolutely have to put the ball in play off the tee. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Frank, you have to appreciate that. That is excellent technique right there to get right around gimme range. Should help him walk away with just a bogey.
No doubt. This is such a tricky green, too, so that's very well done.
Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par.
We enter the final stretch with a 511-yard par 5 16th, tree and bunker trouble to the right, OB to the left. It is reachable in two, but water in front of the green will punish the mishits. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Okay, job well done, Frank. You know when you play this hole, you're playing it like a par 4, even though it's a par 5. You need to be home in 2.
You certainly do, Rich. This hole isn't as long as some par 5s, but when you consider water in play here, water in play at 17 and 18, this is a key shot.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill, that's about the only advantage you get.
A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. A little short-sided here, left of the green for his second. This will be a 14-foot putt here.
got it there, but not quite on target.
Good stuff, though it is for a bogey 4. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill, the 18th.
Hole's got a little easier over the years with the new equipment. People getting it out there a little further, so you've got a shorter club in, but you've got to be wary of that run out on the right side. Now, it didn't quite allow for that breeze. You can see it take the ball completely across the fairway into the first cut.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And that will be an opening round score of 73. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't
EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. The leader is Harris English. He's at 6 under par. Let's get right into the action, starting with the par 3 14th. And that will be too much, club. It's into one of those two bunkers over the back of this 14th green. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. He's going to need to come up with a few birdies in short order if he wants to play the weekend. Onward now to the 15th, 429-yard par 4, dogleg right. Accuracy off the tee is a must. Magnolia trees guarding both sides of the fairway. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. And that is into the front left bunker, one of 3 around this 15th green.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll hold steady at +3. Is this a good risk-reward par 5?
It's more about the second shot here. It's probably the most demanding second shot on the golf course.
Our tournament here at Bay Hill still in full swing, obviously. But, Frank, I think all of our golfers competing this weekend may have one eye toward next week, the big purse, the island green, the full field. It is the flagship event on the PGA Tour, the Players, just a couple of hours north of here at TPC Sawgrass.
Rich, when you've got a name that's called The Players, I think that says it all, and that's the one they want to win. Excellent tee shot. Now it's decision time, whether to go for this par 5 and 2 or not.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Straightforward pitch shot here, 35 yards.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And that's going to move him right up close to that cut line, but he will likely need a birdie at 17 or 18 to play the weekend. Frank, this is a great hole through the years to watch when the pressure is ratcheted up deep into a round. That is all you want at more than 220 yards.
Plays slightly shorter because it's downhill. The bunker's on the left in play. Even the bunker short ride, and of course the water, if you just miss it a bit, that's in play. And the green shapes away from you. This has to be the most difficult par 3 on the golf course.
Boy, that one did not want to slow down at all, and it winds up running right through the green. Now a second to this par 3. Just going to sneak on by. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. Well, here it is, the 18th at Bay Hill at Arnie's Place. It's one of the most famous finishing holes on tour. This is where Robert Gomez in the early 1990s holed a 7-iron for an eagle to beat Greg Norman. A lot of drama and a lot of history here at this closing hole. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. A good 200 yards away from a good lie in the fairway. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
This is a very straight putt, but it will be fast. So you got to be careful not to run this by if it wanders offline.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that will be a 74 for this second round. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows if you get out early on Saturday. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Sam Burns is on top. He's currently at 8 under. So let's get out to the action as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 fifth.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
119 to the hole, sitting in the front left hole location. Gap wedge in the air. This has got to get up.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. Wasn't that hard a shot.
This is a 9-footer. Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain at 2 over par. Frank, the 6th is a big, brawny par 5, and it can be scary as well with all of that water.
And if you're a history buff, you'll remember in 1998, John Daly made 18. Beat that? Well, you're a little better than John.
What's wrong with 18? If you break it down, Frank, that's actually 3 pars and an eagle. By my math, that's pretty good work.
But you got 17 other holes to play.
That challenged a big piece of that big lake, but it is well down this sixth fairway. What a gorgeous tee shot. Oh, going with the 3-wood, but this is headed for the lake. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. Four feet now for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he's able to get it back to 1 over. You know, when the pros get up on a par 3 like this, they'll say very simply, this is a good par 3. And it is. It requires everything you have at 199 yards. Well-struck shot. That's all it's about. And that's going to be too strong. It is into one of the 2 back bunkers around this 7th green. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at 1 over. Let's move on to the 8th. And Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat, because that second shot, you know what's coming up.
All right, in the fairway. a left-to-right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. That one was running so hot. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. That's what happens when things are going poorly, right? You don't take your time, and it costs you another stroke. Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. And that won't help the cause one bit. Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par form. What's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker. Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
That is into one of the four bunkers that surround this ninth green. Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the third shot. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today we bring you live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, the leader is Harris English. He's currently at 8 under. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Second shot now, it has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Oh, nearly hold that one out. Just needed another foot or so, but an excellent job there. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay at level par. Back on the tee here at the 16th. Frank, lay it out for us. What's ahead on this hole?
Well, even though there's two bunkers, one on the left and one on the right, it's the shortest of the 4 par 5s. You can almost take those out of play and have just a mid-iron in here. But we all know what's coming up.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Yeah, that one really jumped, and it's going to lead to yet another bunker shot. Maybe a little frustration there. Got a little too much sand and not enough golf ball, and that will come up quite a bit short. Nope. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. We arrive now at the 221-yard par 3 17th, a beach bunker front of the green, bunkers left and long, and water wrapping around to the right. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Second shot now here at the par 3. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. It's the 18th, scene of quite a bit of history through the years.
Yeah, if you can hit a tee shot around 300 yards, it's going to give you about 150 in. So that's the goal here. The tee shot, wide fairway, but once again, second shot.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. And not wanting to take on the water, that is struck a bit too firmly, and it is into one of the back bunkers here at 18. Now, gonna have to try and get this out and let it run. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that won't help the cause one bit. So, Frank, all things considered, not a weekend to remember for our featured golfer, but hey, you can't win them all, right?
No, that's for sure. But hey, they beat half the field.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Pga III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.
It is golf's unofficial fifth major. It is the home of the PGA Tour. It is 18 of the most diabolical holes ever strung together. It is visually intimidating. It is narrow fairways. It is water at every turn. But for the player who outlasts all others, it is the richest prize in golf. It is the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. For over 4 decades, this has been the home of the PGA Tour and the site of its flagship event as we bring you opening round coverage of the Players. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round 1. Shane Lowry is on top. He's on the move early at 5 under par. We'll head out to the action at the par 3, 13. So a beautiful Thursday here at TPC Sawgrass, and what a weekend we have in store. As we take a look at our featured golfer, the rookie, that played reasonably well last week at Bay Hill, made the cut, got some good experience. But this, Frank, this is a different test altogether.
When you look at the field, Rich, it is stacked from top to bottom, from that first tee-off time to the last. I mean, this is the who's who of golf. So if you're a rookie and this is your first experience at the deep water, so to speak, then you get to feel it straight away. But just remember, 4 rounds at Bay Hill, that's a tough golf course. And this is a more strategic get-it-and-play golf course. Don't get ahead of yourself. Never know. Might be 2 good weeks in a row. Well, obviously it was hit too hard. We saw that when the ball came off the face. I mean, shots like that, they have to be worked out a little better. Ball's always going to run quicker on the putting surface.
Well, that, not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to say bogey. That's what these greens can do to you. They make you see things that just aren't there. And that one slides by. That will be a 3 over on the scorecard for this hole. Time to pick up and move on. A fine Thursday as we get rolling in this Players' Championship. The course in pristine condition. Frank, we hear so much about this golf course being one that favors accuracy over distance. Is that fair to say?
It is. Often we use the phrase, it favors no one. And I think that's the hardest part of the golf course. There's no stereotypical type winner here at TPC Sawgrass. It really is a good blend of just finding position on some holes. Then the longer hitters, well, they can take advantage. The new 12th hole, for example, the drivable par 4. There's some tweaks in the golf course, but still, they expose everybody long and short. And that's the beauty and, in some respect, the pain of this golf course.
Our rookie golfer making that first appearance in the prestigious Players' Championship. Nota Pga III is with us. You've been there. Nota the Players, not a major by name, but we all know how significant it is. And this really the first big test of the youngster's maiden voyage, first season on the PGA Tour. What's this one like?
Well, if a young player wants to find out what their game looks like on the toughest venues, in the toughest tournaments, come to the Players' Championship. It's going to test every facet of their game, and they will, at week's end, know where they stand in contrast to the rest of the players in the world.
That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass is a 470-yard par 4, dogleg right with a drive through an alley of trees and over water. This tee shot is not for the faint of heart. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich. There's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Oh, that's how you salvage a hole. Things were going a little sideways, right? But boom, in the hole from off the green, and that is a welcome par. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass.
Look, I know par fives are long holes and most people struggle to reach, but that 3-wood did not even touch the putting surface. Had to be the wrong club. I know it's ambitious, but look where it is now.
We turn to Nota Pga III for this look at birdie.
And this has a pretty clear right to left break to it. Players gotta recognize the speed. This is one that guys leave short quite a bit.
Oh, no. Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Now to maybe the most famous hole in the whole sport. It's the 17th here at the stadium course, the TPC Sawgrass. Frank, if you look at it on the card, it seems so simple. It's just 137 yards. For the best in the world, that's a pitching wedge, maybe a 9-iron. And yet every year, we see nightmares galore.
And that's where you have to remind yourself what can and what does happen here. I normally cut the green in half here. It's 26 yards deep. So if you just take 13 yards off the yardage, you have 124 yards to the middle of the green. That has to be your target. This is no time to be a hero. You can still have a putt for birdie.
Oh, that's got to hurry. Yeah, not sure if that was a mishit or just a miscalculation, but that comes up well short and is into the hazard. Okay, so now after the drop and the penalty stroke, this will become his third shot now at the par 3. Nope, that one is not going to find land either. It is a second tee shot into the lake at 17. All right, so drop taken, that will bring up a fifth shot on the way. Time to pick up and move on. Now to one of the most spectacular finishing holes in golf. 462-yard par 4 18th at TPC Sawgrass. Water guarding the entire left side of the fairway. Mounds and trees lining the right, as picturesque and difficult as they come.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe two. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
Yeah, too much spin coming out of that sand. Not quite the run out you're looking for, and that'll come up a wee bit short. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And that will conclude an opening round 76. For the golfer we had our eye on, no other way to say it, Frank, just not. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. The Florida native and former Gator, Billy Horschel, is your leader. He's at 9 under. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Second round here at the Players, and Frank, our featured golfer, the rookie, kind of stumbled coming out of the gates yesterday. Now they find themselves a long way back here. At this point, I would have to think the goal is just do what you can to make the cut and play the weekend. What do you think?
Yeah, and failing that too, getting something out of the round. Whenever you play a brand new golf course to you, against a field as strong as this, you've got to try and take something out of it. Was I comfortable? Did I have the right shots? Do I think my game equates to the best players in the world? All those little questions, there's a chance to answer that today. So even if they don't make the weekend, that level of comfort to try and get as close as possible to it should be the goal today.
this from about 10 feet. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by.
That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7. And that's going to move him back to 4 over.
Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par 3s, plus it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Let's bring in Nota Pga III for a look at birdie.
Ball coming downhill from the top side of the hole, but shouldn't be that much break in it.
So the short miss, and those are painful.
Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And that's going to drop him back down to 6 over.
Frank, now at the 9th, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. That's a good putt right there. That's birdie, and it is back to 1 over now for the round.
We start the inward 9 with a 424-yard par 4 dogleg left with trees on the right and a large bunker down the left.
That is going to wind up right down Broadway. A majestic-looking tee shot there.
All right, Frank, now the approach here at number 10. What's the right way to play it?
Just avoid that bunker on the right and don't go too long and left. Over the back left is not an easy up and down. Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Down to Iona. This for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he's going to stay at +5.
Let's go to the 11th now. It's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layup, well, it's actually an awkward layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, it did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot. Just gave that way too much.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And I think you need to start this one just outside the hole to the right and let that ball work its way slowly down the hill.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Safely in. Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. And he'll fall back now to 5 over par. So a disappointing end to the tournament for our featured golfer heading home following these 2 rounds after failing to make the cut.
Time for a little introspective.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage of the Pacific Championship. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. The leader is the South Korean Sung-Yul No. He's off to a 4-under start. So let's get out to the course as we join the action on the tee at the par 5 13th hole. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway.
Oh, that was unlucky too. If that ball had just slowed down, it could have been an eagle putt. Just kept going. Oh, just over the back.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Oh, that took a look. I thought it might catch that right edge, but it didn't get there. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay at 2 under. On to a tough one now, the par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and the break here from right to left is the main consideration. It's fairly flat overall. You've got to consider the line.
No, I think he knew it right when it left the putter face. Didn't get that far enough out to the right. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass.
Feet to the hole.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And he'll drop back now to 1 under par. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present bend and dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. Just no chance to hold the fairway there, and it bounds into the thick stuff. It'll take some effort from this buried lie, but a chance now to still reach this green in 2. Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Oh, no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. Okay, that's going to be finished off for his bogey. And that's going to move him back down to even par. A lot of these holes here at Bend and Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. That's a little bit of a head scratcher. Wasn't that hard a shot.
No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll stay at even par. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in too. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Looking for a rousing finish, a second out of the sand at 18.
That second shot took some force on this par 5 just to get it into the greenside bunker. Now well positioned, especially with a little savvy bunker shot.
Oh, that is a good bunker play right there. Just a few feet left for a 4. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that's going to be a 1-under opening round of 71. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might. EA Sports and the PGA Tour
proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Pacific Northwest and Bandon Dunes Golf Resort, live second-round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. Frank, springtime has arrived. It's beautiful in many parts of the country. In the golf world, you and I know that means that the majors have just about arrived. But we also know that it is much more than the majors these days. There is that very lucrative and prestigious race for the FedEx Cup. You want to just keep amassing points. Make sure you're inside the top 125. Make it to the playoffs. And to this point, our featured golfer is inside that number.
Yeah, 125 is huge. People think maybe we spend too much time on it, but it actually guarantees that you're going to come back next year. So that's the first tick of the box, right? And then it also gives you a chance to make that first play-up event. You start to find some form, you parlay that all the way into the Tour Championship, and you become one of the best players in the world overnight. So a lot can change in just a few months.
Well, no one better to assess this situation than Pga III, who came through the Corn Ferry Tour to win twice as a rookie on the PGA Tour. And Nota, our featured player here in contention early. Now, granted, it's just a Friday, but you start to get the sense that some of that success in the lower levels, the amateur days, could pay big dividends here.
Yeah, if you just take a look at this player's pedigree, it's blue chip. Great success at the collegiate and amateur levels, but this is the PGA Tour. You've got to go out there. You've got to continue to press forward. Looking good early on the Friday, but we got a long way to go to the end.
Well, this one is looking good. Could it be? Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he's going to stay 2 back. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. Pretty shaggy lie here as he'll try to muster up something for his second.
That was some shot. Moved heaven and earth just to get that one out of the rough, and now safely on the green.
We turn to Pga III for this look at birdie.
And not too much break on this, maybe a little to the right, but it's going back up the hill, so we can't leave it short.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. The second par 3 of this front side, another long one, this 6th hole measuring out at 217 yards. That voice in your head will be telling you, don't go left, because if you do, you'll be down the cliff and onto the beach here by 5 Mile Point. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. 3 putts, a definite possibility here. This is a long look for birdie. Oh, that is a really good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain at 4 under. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. While sitting on an upslope here, you've got to be careful that you don't get this one straight up in the air from that lie. That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From picturesque Bandon Dunes on the Pacific coast of Oregon, it's live third-round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. The leader is the Englishman, Tyrrell Hatton. He's at 11 under. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. So a fine Saturday here, Frank, and we start to think about what this weekend might hold in store for our featured golfer in the hunt here on the first page of the leaderboard, looking for that golden goose, a first PGA Tour win, and all that goes with it. In terms of nerves, I would have to think this is the most pressure-filled situation this young golfer has ever faced.
Without doubt, Rich. I think if you follow the maturation process, though, when you first turn pro, a new golf course every week, that takes a little bit of time to get used to. Now you start to see your name on the leaderboard. So if you follow the trend, this is where they should be.
Ball above his feet here as he decides how to play his second. Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under. The 11th here at Bandon Dunes at 452 yards, a par 4. The putt bunker left of the fairway is the main concern on the tee shot. From there, an uphill second takes you to a green that slopes away and back toward the ocean beyond. This may be a touch right, and that will do just fine. So the ball on an upslope now for his second. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop. Oh, boy. Far from a good shot, that.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. polished off for bogey. And he's going to fall to 6 under par. They make their par 3s long here at Bandon Dunes. This one, the 12th, measures out at 238 yards. This one at least is slightly downhill. Areas of concern include that pot bunker short and left, and then the thicker stuff that comes into play if you knock it over the back. Ooh. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Needing to get this close. It's his third at the par 3.
"19 feet away."
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, so that one finished off for double bogey. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par. The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot. But a big green that measures better than 50 yards head to toe does yield a good number of eagle putts. This up the right side off the tee. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. That is a really good shot. On and two on this par 5, but the work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Ten-foot putt left. Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. On a course with so many great vistas, this is visually a tough hole, this par 4 14th. Look out in the fairway and you'll see pot bunkers to contend with in your landing area. If you can stay left of the danger, you will have a better look into an elongated green. And that one a little wayward. It bounds off the fairway and right into the thick rough. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in 2 with a good shot here.
Now, that's not a bad shot, and the reason why I say that, you see the lie, thick, heavy, rough, just to forge that one out and get it on the green. Good going.
That's a nice lag putt. Frank, what would you focus on a long putt?
That 3-foot circle, obviously you allow yourself a little bit more the further and further away you get, but just expectations, lower them a little bit. There's certain distances, just take 2.
And he'll finish that off. It's in for par, and it'll keep him at 2 over for his round. Frank, this was supposed to be moving day for our featured golfer, but instead they were moving in the wrong direction. An over par round.
Yeah.